Everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Google Pixel 8 and compare it against the Google Pixel 7 Pro and see how both these phones compare in 2000. Well, this one just came out. So now I will tell you lots of overlap here, some similarities, tons of differences too. If you want to pick up either one of these phones though, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both these, the Google Pixel 7 Pro, which came out last year, late last year, well, about a year ago, on the front has a 6.7-inch LTPO AMOLED display, and it's a pretty good looking panel. I've always felt like this was a very solid panel when it first came out, and it still holds up very, very well. Whole bunch display at the very top. You're getting, everything on the sides of this, curved glass as well, which looks very, very good. It's a pretty big panel, 120 Hz, 1440p panel as well. And like I said before, I'm a big, massive fan of the way this panel looks. I feel like in this day and age, it still holds up very well, and there's not a lot to complain about. It's still a very good looking panel. The Pixel 8, on the other hand, this is a little bit of a smaller display. This one is a 6.2-inch OLED display, so it's 120 Hz. It looks very good. I'm a big fan of the way this particular phone looks, and it still holds up very well. Although it's a flat display, it's a very good looking flat display, and like I said before, I think Google overall did a really good job on both these panels. The Pixel 8 also has 120 Hz. I think the Pixel 7 Pro's display is better, but the 8's panel is still very good for what it is. The rest of the bodies on these phones are slightly different as well. So you can see that they both look very similar. You can see they have kind of this flat side and curved side to it. They have this bulge that kind of sticks out at the top right here, which is kind of interesting. You have SIM card trays right here. Reflective material on the side of the Pixel 7 Pro. The Pixel 8 is just standard. It's kind of reflective, not really. Both have USB-C ports at the bottom, which stand up right there. And on the back side, you can see both of them have kind of the same type of layout. If you kind of look, you can kind of see they both have triple camera setups, which look good. We have the glass backs, which look very, very good as well. Not much to complain about there. And overall, I'll definitely tell you within both of these, I like the way they look. I don't think there's one that I look at as the significantly better one than the other one. But I do think Google overall did a really good job on both of these. And I think from that standpoint alone, they both get a thumbs up for me. Are they perfect? No, but I think they're perfect enough for a lot of people. And I think they're very good design phones. Wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, you have IP certification on both as well. So I think from that standpoint alone, I would definitely say both of them get a thumbs up for me. They're both very, very good phones from that perspective, and I like them a lot. Now, in terms of software and longevity, this is going to be a very interesting thing because although the Pixel 7 Pro was a more expensive phone from last year, the interesting thing that kind of happened last year was that Google actually went through and they gave us this phone, which is beautiful. I like this phone a lot. But the thing with the Pixel 7 Pro is that the Pixel 8 is probably going to last a significantly longer amount of time than the Pixel, the Pixel 8 is going to last a significantly longer amount of time than the Pixel 7 Pro. So what does that mean? Well, if you're trying to get a phone between these two, you're probably going to get a longer lasting phone from the Pixel 8 than the Pixel 7 Pro. This phone's still going to be lasting for many more years to come, but the Pixel 8 is literally just getting started with software updates. We kind of saw this before. We've seen this happen a few times already, but something with the Pixel 8, this phone's going to be getting 7 years of software updates. That's pretty insane. So you're going to be getting a longer lasting phone for sure on something on the Pixel 8 rather than on the Pixel 7 Pro. So keep that in mind. It's a pretty crazy thing, but that's something that kind of speaks mountains to me as well. So that kind of covers it up there. Now let's go and do a speed comparison between both these phones. The Pixel 8 has that Snapdragon Tensor G3 chipset inside with 8 GB of RAM, where the Pixel 7 Pro has that Snapdragon Snapdragon Gen 2 chipset inside with 8 GB of RAM in the base model, but it does go up to 12 GB of RAM. So let's go and see which one's a faster phone between both. Okay, there we go. All the apps are clear in the background. Let's get into it. Phone calls 3, 2, 1. Okay, about the same thing kind of. Camera 3, 2, 1. Okay, roughly around the same thing too. Play Store 3, 2, 1. And I think the Pixel 8 was slightly faster there. Scrolling through both of these, let's see if there's a big difference. I don't really think there's going to be, but you can kind of see that both of them kind of have the same thing kind of going on. Hopping out of these two, let's go and get into some of these third-party apps. Temple Run 1, 3, 2, 1. I've not opened this game up on both of them in a long time, but it's interesting because they both are doing pretty good and they're both very smooth. The Pixel 7 Pro kind of loaded in that panel a little bit faster. Try Stack 3, 2, 1. And the Pixel 7 Pro was faster, the Pixel 8 slightly slower. Roblox 3, 2, 1. Pixel 8 was faster here. The Pixel 7 Pro was a little tiny bit slower. Netflix 3, 2, 1. and the Pixel 8 was a little bit, they both were kind of the same. Snake first blocks, 3, 2, 1. And almost identically the same here. I've always felt like Google's chipsets, even the G1, is still perfectly fine. Like they could be doing better, bigger improvements here. Facebook 3, 2, 1. About the same thing. Instagram 3, 2, 1. Pixel 8 was faster. Snapchat 3, 2, 1. Pixel 8 I think was faster again too. Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. And I again don't know if there's going to be, okay, so the Pixel 7 Pro is actually significantly faster here. The Pixel 8 a little tiny bit slower. Again, not like the biggest deal in the world, but we're seeing, I guess, a faster phone overall on the Pixel 7 Pro as far as I can tell. At least from the few apps that I tested. It just kind of seemed to me that a phone like the Pixel 7 Pro might be giving you an overall better experience. It's kind of tough to tell so early, but I will do some more testing and I will kind of test it a little bit further from there and kind of see what we're working with. But I do think between both these phones, you're getting very good performing phones from both. I think the 7 Pro might be a little bit faster, so if you're trying to go find the one that's faster, as well as a better deal, the Pixel 7 Pro is significantly cheaper now, so you might just want to swing for a phone like the Pixel 7 Pro over a phone like the Pixel 8 from this specific standpoint. So that kind of covers it up there. Now, in terms of the camera comparisons, this is also going to be a slight difference between both. So with the Pixel 7 Pro, you are getting, a triple camera setup, 4K at 60 on the back and the front of both of these, dual camera setup on the Pixel 8, and I definitely do think both these phones do a good job for their cameras. I don't think either one of these phones are like the best cameras of their years or anything like that, but I do like both of them, and there's not really a lot to complain about from that specific standpoint alone. Now, with the Pixel 7 Pro, I do feel like that this is probably overall the better camera. It's a very, very good sensor, and since it came out, I've been a humongous fan of it. So with this type of phone, like you're getting the standard type of capability, you're getting zooming in, which is not 4.5x, you're getting a lot more zoom than that. You're getting about 30x zoom here. On the outside, you're getting 0.5x, so that's pretty good. You're getting portrait mode, motion mode, night sight, lots of good features, lots of good capability. I think it's a very cinematic mode too. I think it's a very good quality sensor. And like I said, I don't think there's like a lot to complain about. I think Google did a really good job with this sensor last year. I just don't think it was better than the Galaxies, but it's still a very good sensor nonetheless. With the Pixel 8, I think this is also a very good camera. I think it's a good sensor for what you're getting. With this type of phone, you're getting the standard type of mode. So you're getting the standard modes that you would normally have. So here you're getting 8x zoom, which is not as good as the Pixel 7 Pros. You're also getting 0.5x zoom, which is good. So having the ultra-wide camera is nice. I still feel like this camera might be a little bit smoother zooming in and zooming out than the Pixel 7 Pro, but you're getting portrait mode, long exposure, action pan, getting night sight, panorama mode. There's still lots and lots of advantages and lots of features of having a phone like this, which is still really nice, but I think the Pixel 7 Pro is a better camera. And I kind of do think overall, if it wasn't for the software updates to the Pixel 8, I feel like the 7 Pro would be the better phone in general. The Pixel 8, the main advantage of it is that it might be a little bit faster, but even so we saw that wasn't really the case today. But also the software updates. This phone's going to be lasting for a very long amount of time, and that's going to be a pretty crazy advantage for a phone like the Pixel 8. The Pixel 7 Pro, I feel like, is the phone I'd recommend probably most people to buy. It's going to be a cheaper phone to actually pick up than the Pixel 8. Like, this phone is more of a flagship. Like, last year's flagship was probably better than this year's mid-tier phone. And this thing, I mean, you can probably buy for like $400 now. It's a very good priced phone, like $400 or $500 phone. Curved sides, beautiful display, big display at that. Bigger size battery, better cameras. I would probably just recommend buying the Pixel 7 Pro over the Pixel 8 in my opinion. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.